Hello everyone, myself Priyanka Dhokchaule. I am going to present assignment of SEM 4 of architectural design. Assignment first is a decoding brief and program interpretation. Nature Interpretation Center, Western Ghat. The Western Ghat are a mountain range running parallel along the western coast of India, starting from Gujarat and ending in Tamil Nadu, covering the states of Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, and Kerala. The Ghat are often called the Great Great Escarpment of India and also UNESCO World Heritage Site. What is Interpretation Center? An Interpretation Center, Interpretive Center, or Visitor Interpretive Center is an institution for dissemination of knowledge of natural or cultural heritage. The main to promote ecotourism in the city and educate the visitor about the necessity to consume nature, how it will fulfill the nation protection and conservation. Western Ghat is need of power to protect a endemic biodiversity, how architectural can help to the problem, also by creating space cleanliness throughout the space, develop the required area, creating educational rule, natural and heritage can get a boost, space where people can share medium of a video, audio, exhibition, drama, etc. Requirements of interpretation center like a cultural area, interpretation area, administration block, other areas, etc. Second assignment is a space exploration, pre-planning of space exploration. In this assignment, I have explored singular space with the first models, so that we can easily understand the different space with all the views that I have mentioned in the next slide. Third assignment is a form and space exploration. In this assignment, I have taken the reference from the previous assignment. I have used geometric shape in this assignment to formulate different plans with different geometric shape, and also created the first model of that I have mentioned in the next slide. Different types of view, front view, next is a side view. Assignment 4 is a spatial organization. I have a I In this assignment we have formulated different plan with geometric shape with significant different architectural planning like a cluster planning, centralized planning, radial planning. In this first is a cluster planning. In cluster planning are parallel of land in use which allows the remaining land to be used for recreation or for the presentation of feature or structures with environmental, historical, cultural and for other significance. Second is a centralized planning. In centralized plan, in the part of a building radial from a central point. Last is a radial planning. We can organize visual with a focus on a center point. It can be symmetrical and asymmetrical. Assignment 5 is the spatial sequence. In this assignment, we have studied the sequence arrangement of space in the plan. We also have considered volumetric form with the surrounding cafeteria and a library space. Parking. Parking is the action of moving a vehicle into a place. In a car, park on the parking according to requirement. 160 square meter are take from parking. Administration area. Administration area will attach reception and waiting area. Same height of reception and waiting area. In this next In the slide have mentioned a plan with all sequence arrangement. Assignment 6 is a site analysis. In this I have explained the site context different form of a bubble diagram with the sequential arrangement planning on the site. Site analysis site. The site is a 3,200 square meter. There is a 12-meter wide road near the site. There is a water body near the site. Site location Harshwadi, Harrier Fort. Climate, wind direction southwest and northwest. Temperature 37 degrees Celsius to 22 degrees Celsius. Winter 16 degrees Celsius to 29 degrees Celsius. In this site we have a mentioned Hariharwadi, means Harrier Fort. In this site we have a mentioned landmark access to the site Harshwadi, Harrier Fort, 40-meter into 80-meter, 12-meter wide road. There are a three tree on plot. There is a seasonal water body. In this slide mentioned in a boundaries, site having a dimensions 40-meter into 80-meter, having area 3,200 square meter. In this slide mentioned in a climate, the city tropical location and height altitude combine to give it a relatively mild version of a hot semi-arid climate. Temperature rise slightly in October, but this is followed by the cool season from November to February. Rainfall count is about 900 to 1,000 millimeter. In this slide, mention have a overhanging roof, ventilation and light. In this slide, mention in the wind flow. The average wind speed in Nashik is 3 meter, with the maximum wind speed of around 8 meter. In this slide, mention in a orientation and sun path. The sun path direction having a west to east, and wind direction is a west side. Pre-planning of interpretation center and sequence. Volumetric form. Volumetric form is the three-dimensional equivalent of shape. Volume is the three-dimensional for comparison length, width and depth. Surrounding trees, shops, road, building, cafeteria. Cafeteria will having 100 to 125 square meter. Library space, all element and information in exhibition hall. Parking is the action of moving a vehicle into a place in a car. Park on the parking according to requirement 160 square meter are take from parking. Major design site analysis Harshwadi Harrier. In this assignment mentioned in a social cultural context, local material and technology, the technology of context. There are locally available material are cement, brick, sand, concrete, etc. Technique used from construction in RCC. There are three and a grassland near the site, also a water body near the site. The technique of construction, cement, brick and concrete. In this slide mentioned in a bubble diagram. Bubble diagram are a sequential use of climatic condition and wind direction and ventilations. First examples plan of sequential interpretation center. Second plan. Third plan. Seventh assignment is a reorganization of space, Proto School of Architecture. We have rearranged the shape that we given for arranging them in different sequential order. We also have a form traditional space pathway. Next assignment is a case study. In this assignment, I have studied contemporary Galleon Center of Contemporary Art, type of project, intention, museum Auditorium. Location located in the Spanish city of Santiago de Compostela. The Gallium Center for Contemporary Art was developed in 1993. Architect Alvaro Siza Vieira. Climate hot and humid. Site area micro level. Nearby structure: first luxury convent de Santo Domingo de I have mentioned in a sun path east to west, wind direction southwest, October to March, winter wind April to September. I have mentioned in this slide micro level required spaces for storage, library, exhibition room, office, toilet, workshop, reading room, permanent exhibition, seminar room, meeting room, temporary exhibition, cafeteria. In this slide mentioned in a sections, first section semi basement section, second ground floor section, and last is a first floor section. In this slide mentioned in a program, the building is built around an axis, open interior space as if it were a choice, constrained by high wall externally and internally flooded with light. For the main hall, access the exhibition hall, auditorium and library. The upper terrace salientate the floor and gives a magnificent view of the historic town and will include integrating the order of the building. I have mentioned in a micro level plan. In this plan used in a material granite, marble and wood with a sobriety that allows a clear reading of the volume, climate hot and humid. I have mentioned in a section, uh, first section longitudinal section and last is a longitudinal section. Ninth assignment is a single line plan and sketch section. We explored single line plan with the section of sketch of sections. We have a rework on the previous plan and come up with this design. Next assignment is a nature interpretation center. In this assignment, we have stepped ahead with double line plan with sketch section. I have divided in the plan into parts with a centralized shape in between. Next is the section plan. Are given the section in this plan. The suns travel from west to east and tilted towards south direction. Section A dash. I have a first section cut in the section from the toilet. Section B dash. The another section that I have given is cut from the courtyard. Last section I have cut the section from the amphitheater. I have mentioned in a elevations. Front elevation. I have mentioned in a west side elevation. In this slide, I have mentioned in a north side elevation. Assignment 11 3D views. Next, I have given the third views from model. In the first view, I have shown the entrance and the skylight with the courtyard as the western guard lies on the southeast side, so to view the sky scene's beauty of the Western Ghat. I have planned the cafeteria and amphitheater on the southeast direction. I have given the parking in this view. In this second view, we can see the cafeteria and the amphitheater space. I have given small hillock for the landscape purposes. In the second view, I have given the courtyard. In the third view, I have given the interior of the library space. Next slide, I have given the courtyard in the middle. Next view, I have given skylight in the permanent exhibition. Next view, I have given audio visual room. I have given the courtyard in the middle which gives ample of light to the object or painting placed in the temporary gallery. These are the informal seating that I have done for taking the view of the Western Ghat. In the last slide, I have shown the waiting area next view in the admin office. Thank you.